The Great Lakes Valley Indoor Conference Championship meet. It was a two-day event held at the University of Indianapolis. Brand new facility there. It's a dome that was constructed in partnership with the NFL. It was actually a practice site for one of the visiting teams for the Super Bowl last year. So that was a great place to be. UND and their staff did a great job hosting the event, as did the Great Lakes Valley staff. So we're very fortunate to be in this conference. But from a performance standpoint, we had a great weekend. The women came away with a 5th place finish out of 11 teams. The men still did well, didn't fare as well as the women, but they finished 9th overall in the 11-team conference. The women were paced by Jessica Borey, senior. She was conference champion in the pole vault. She also set the GLVC meet record in that event, as well as broke her own school record here. She jumped 11 feet, 8.5 inches. Had a great look at 12 feet, and I think just ran out of poles. So we've got to buy that girl a bigger pole as we move to the outdoor season. Sarah Stadnick, conference champion in the women's weight throw, broke the previous school record. She threw 16.77 meters. That's about 55 feet. So that's a 20-pound weight she threw out there. So phenomenal throw by Sarah Stadnick. Came up big in the finals and really did well. So really pleased with that. So there's 2 of the school records. Jessica Connery also broke school record in the 5,000 meter. She went 17:48. Reference my notes here a little bit. Got a lot of numbers here, but 17:48.65. So that beats Sarah Breedlove record that was set in 2001. So that's Connery's up on the board once again. So great job by her. She also scored in the 3,000 meter run. So great meet for Jess Connery there. Maggie Swenson was 4th in the 400 meter dash. The women's 4x4 was 5th overall, but they also broke a school record. They ran that event in 4:05, and so great job by the girls. The guys' team still did very well. Chris Speed placed 5th in the heptathlon, which is there's 7 events contested over 2 days. Clint Edier was 4th in the 400 meter dash. Troy Fletcher was 4th in the weight throw. So a lot of good things. People that didn't necessarily score. One of the ways I can reflect on it and look at the success was that we had 14 athletes that we took hit personal bests in 16 events.
Nice.
So a great job there. Even our freshmen stepped up and did well. Margaret Perko was 7th in the 60-meter hurdles, and then she also placed 5th in the pentathlon. And then Colton Simmons was also 7th in the hurdles. So it was a great meet for us.
What are the chances of, especially the 2 conference champions, moving on to the national meet?
Well, unfortunately, they didn't make it. We actually had 3 athletes this year that hit the provisional qualifying mark: Borey and Stadnick, and then Clint Edier as well. 2 days ago, they released the list of invited athletes, and unfortunately, they didn't make it. You've got to be top 16. In some events, they were taken up to 19. It's kind of depending on the event, they shift it around because they only take a certain number of athletes total. So depending on how many in each event go, it's kind of a moving target. But Sarah Stadnick ended up 23rd in the nation. So she just barely missed the cut.
Well, that's all, in your second year of qualifying for and actually being able to go to the GLVCs. That's pretty impressive. And that's my next question: is that now that you have been there twice, was it a lot easier the second time to go to that event?
It was, and it was a lot easier for our athletes. Last year, even though a lot of these are the same kids, a lot of them kind of had this fear of these teams that they'd never seen before. These schools, some of them had never even heard of. It's before we joined this conference, I don't think we knew of any schools in the Indiana area, and so that was new. So there was kind of that intimidation factor. But going into this year, now it's just business as usual. And now that our women I think they took 5th last year as well, and then they were 6th at the outdoor meet. They're confident. They know they're there. They belong. There's several points behind Missouri S&T. They bested other Missouri schools like Drury and Maryville, and the guys did as well. And so now there's that confidence that we belong in this conference. That this is the right place for us, and we're not here just to see what we can do, but we're here to compete and win some championships.